Mom, please, I can. Her stepmom slapped her hard enough to leave a palm print on her soft cheek, shutting Vine's mouth. I'm not asking for your opinion. I'm telling you, you have to pay all the EMIs before the due date. But Mom, I lost my job today. That's your problem then. You should find another job with a high salary within minutes. How can I find a job when I'm not that educated? The jobs I was doing don't pay high salary you are asking for. Vine was holding her cheek, holding back her tears and said, That's why I said I will make you a sex worker. You can easily earn money by spending just 2 or 3 hours a day. Mom, how can you say this to your daughter? Not my own daughter, stepdaughter. A tear dropped from Vian's eye as her stepmom said with an evil gaze. Remember, I won't stay calm if you just sit at home and prefer to eat. I won't pay for your father's medicine. I'm giving you only 2 days. Choose the worker said, or find a job where you can earn the huge amount of money I want. She left annoyed to her bedroom. Vaughn wiped her tears and went into her father's bedroom. She saw her father on the bed, already sad because he had heard how his second wife was demanding money from his daughter. He couldn't do anything as his legs were paralyzed. When their eyes met, he spoke. I'm sorry, Vaughn. I shouldn't have married you. I thought after your mom died, you needed your mom to help you. But she held his hand, stopping him from saying more. Please, Dad, don't act like that. Where will you get a job now? If you were an educated person, you could find a job. But she stopped your studies in the middle and made you work since your childhood. I also don't know, Dad, but I'll try my best to find a job before her 2 days deadline ends. I wish my paralysis was gone. I would change your life into a flower garden, just like your childhood when you were happy with your mom. He said this sadly, but she let go of his hand and stepped back. Dad, I need to find a job. I need to go by. She walked back and left, closing the door behind her. Jungkook got up from her, opened a drawer, took a handful of money, and threw it at her face before going to the bathroom. She started collecting the money while wearing her gloves. When he came back to the room, he got irritated seeing she was still there and hadn't left her. Hadn't you left her? Shall we date? He laughed sarcastically and lighting his cigarette. Who do you think you are? Thinking you are good enough to date me? Then which girl can you date? One day you are going to love and marry someone, right? Me? Love? Marriage? I'll never let this kind of shit enter my life. All girls are sluts. Actually look innocent and will anyone for money. The girl get your heart today. If you don't have enough money, I'll throw more in your face. But don't start a drama thinking a girl like you can grab a rich guy like me. I may be like that, but not girls are like that, you say. There are pure and loving girls too. He threw the money in her face again and shutting her up. Get lost from the side. The girl suppressing her emotions and moved seriously. He said sarcastically, I wouldn't have been. There are girls like that, not you and one. Meanwhile, Vine has been searching for a job since morning. Her stepmother's words are scaring her, as her mother might make her sex work if she doesn't find a job within a high salary. Time skipped to 10 p.m. Vine finally comes back home after finding a small job, but she is stunned to see her stepmother still in the living room waiting for her. Why did you come back so late? Mom, I found a job and it was How much is the salary? Wine felt sad that her stepmother asked about the salary. Instead of job, she got 20,000. What? With that low salary, who you are going to feed? It doesn't even cover that. I tried so hard to find this job. How dare you talk back to me? I'm sorry, Mom. You have one day left. Find a better job or prepare for a becoming sex worker. As her stepmother leaves Wine kneels down, losing hope, she whispered to herself with a cracking voice, where can I find a high-paying job? She must want me to be a sex worker. I don't want it. I need to find another job. Wine stood in front of a club, a pale and new face to her. With a pale face, shaking hands as she looked at the entrance. No matter how hard I tried, I couldn't find a job. Maybe I thought I could get one here. But the rules of the job are something I can't accept. If I go back home, Mom will make me that work. What should I do now? On the other side, Jungkook arrived at the same club. He got out of the car and gestured to his guards to park it, taking a final sip of his drink. He pulled aside and he made his way to the entrance, but he stopped when he noticed a girl standing alone. He was about to ignore her, but the captivating scent she realized made him pause and he inhaled deeply, closing his eyes. When he took a second and looked over his shoulder, he saw Wine, who was squeezing her hands nervously and sadly thinking aloud. His gaze scanned her from her head to toe. What a beauty! She is standing here. She must be it. He couldn't enter the club after seeing her beauty. He went directly to her, stood in front of her, until she looked at him with her doe eyes. What the? When she looked at me, I lost my sense. When her eyes are too attractive. The first time he stopped for a moment, it was because her beauty immediately impressed him and he liked it. Hey, you know me? She looked beautiful. She furrowed her eyebrows at him. Why are you standing here alone? Come with me. And I'll make you feel valued. What do you mean? Was you ready for one night to have sex with me? How dare you disrespect me? She was about to slap him, but he casually grabbed her wrist and pushed it behind her back, making her struggle. There was no sign of consent on his face. Don't act so innocent. Tell me how much you want me to use your body for one night, baby girl. As he said this, he was about to brush his lips against the side of her neck, but she pushed him away. I'll file a case against you for sexual harassment. He chuckled at her. Do you think the cops can harass me? Do you really think a man like me would step into jail? What? Who are you? I'm Jungkook, the Mafia king. In this world, everyone is a puppet under my control. One swallowed hard and panic rising as she realized the danger she was in. She began to back away slowly. He followed his paws at her retreating steps. Hey, stop! She started running into the dark alley. What the? Hey, stop there! He started running after her to catch her. What the? Where did she disappear? He ran his hand through his messy hair. Girl, you don't know how powerful and dangerous I am. I won't let you go that easily. I'll drag you until you fall at my feet. He cursed under his feet as he took out his phone to make a call. She hurriedly came home, closed the entrance door, and was waiting, breathing heavily, like she had escaped from an hungry lion. Thank God, I somehow escaped from him. What if he had got me? Oh no, it's Stefan just to think about it. Who are you talking about? She was startled. How could she say she had escaped from the Mafia king? Her stepmom would beat her. A random man followed me, but I escaped from him. I know how men can ignore a girl who roams out at night. I even know you would work as a sex worker too. Mom, please. Well, what about your new job? I didn't find one. Stepmom threw a metal object at Vine, but Vine jerked her head and hid in the corner. Please, give me one more day. Your time is over. Be ready for the new work tomorrow. As she said this, she started craving. Vine ran to her, hugged her knees, crying. Mom, please, I can't do that type of work. This girl knows nothing, expect begging. Mom, please, I'll do any work you say, but not this one, please. Get up. No, Mom, please show some mercy. I'll think about it. Now let go of me and go make something for me eat. I'm hungry. Vine nodded and get up, wiping her tears. Vine was surprised to hear her stepmom laughing and screaming happy. She hurried downstairs, saw her stepmom smiling and talking with two unknown people. This is the first time she had seen her stepmom smiling. Am I dreaming of what? Does she even know how to smile? The two people were leaving, and her stepmom looking very happy and turned around and saw Vine. She smiled at her even more brightly. Vine dear, are you here? Mom? Vine was surprised how her mom called her so sweetly for the first time. Her stepmom gently took Vine's hand and guided her to the sofa and made her sit down. Mom, are you okay? I'm fine, dear. And guess what? I got a new job for you. Vine was confused and fearful, wondering what kind of job could make her stepmom so happy. Don't be confused or afraid. It's just a mere job, and there is nothing more to it. Vine sighed in relief, but remained confused, as a maid salary isn't usual her. She wondered how her stepmom was okay with this. Are you really fine with a small salary of a maid? Of course, I'm not fine with a small amount, but who would pass out few briefcases of money in advance and a paying huge salary which you wouldn't earn even if you worked for a lifetime? Mom, isn't this suspicious? There is definitely something wrong here. Who would pay that much money for a maid job? I won't do that job. Shut up. Don't even think about arguing. I have already agreed to the contract. You are going to be the maid for 1 year, and they are offering that much money because they are rich. Now sign the contract papers. She handed the papers to Vine. Mom, 1 year? How could you agree? Are you going to sign, or should I kick your dad and you out of this hole? Vine shook her head nervously and signed the papers. Her mom took the papers, laughing heartily as she got up. Be ready, starting tomorrow. You need to work for them, and they will send a car to take you there. At night, you can come back and take care of your old dad. And don't dare to break any rules, or your dad will get into trouble. What rules? You will find out soon. I need to return these papers to them. She happily left, and Vine was biting her lower lip in tension. Something is definitely wrong. Who are the people who came early this morning? Vine was standing at the entrance of the mansion, her mouth open, her eyes widened with shock. Her mind was filled with negative thoughts as she saw guards inside mansion with guns in their hands. The other guards who brought her in guided her to the living room. Then she saw a man who looked in his 40s. The guards bowed to him and then left. Vine didn't know how to react, feeling doubtful. Don't you know you should bow as a sign of respect to the owner of this mansion? Vine quickly bowed. Good. She stood steadily and spoke. I didn't know you are a master. I'm not your master. You are going to work for my son, who is in his room right now. Before you wake him up, ask the other maids for his schedule. Okay, he just left, leaving her alone. Where should I find the kitchen and his son's room? I'll help you find everything here. Vine turned around and saw a girl who looked nice and was wearing a maid dress. I'm Ruby. I'm one. I'm also here to work as a maid. I heard you talking to the master. Come with me. She smiled at one, who nodded and followed her. One was wearing a maid's dress and holding a juice in her hands, taking a deep breath before knocking on the door. She stood in front of the master room she had come to work for. It's okay, Vaughn. Everything has been fine so far. It will continue like this. Just stay calm. She said this to herself as a form of motivation. They knocked on the door. The door swung open, revealing the dimly lighted room inside. May I come in, master? She didn't hear a response from the inside of the room, so she stepped in, but she dropped the glass of juice on the floor when she saw what she was scared of. Oh, there you are. How does it feel to be surprised? I have been waiting for you, girl. He revealed himself to her in the dim light room, dressed in a navy blue shirt that hugged his chest. Her calmness vanished as shivers ran over her body. She started to panic, realizing that the person she had escaped from the last night was now the one she was here to work for. Looks like you are more surprised by finding yourself near me. Come to me for your new master. She shook her head, stepping back just like she did last night. Are you planning to escape again, just like last night? She turned to run, but it was too late. He quickly grabbed her wrist, pulled her back harshly, pinning her against the wall. With one arm holding her wrist behind her back, he trapped her in his grip. The space between their bodies was small. He leaned in close, his breath warm against her ear as he whispered in warning. Nice try, but don't try it again. I don't have much patience for punting, as I was more horny for a girl like you. Her face brushed against the wall, and his other hand gently cupped her cheek, adding to her feeling of trapping. You look in a maid dress than the last night, he said seductively. But as he pressed his front against her back, she hissed as she was even more scared. He is inhaling her scent while she is trembling. Master, please let go of me, she said with a shaky tone, finally managing to speak. As he continued to inhale her scent, he chuckled darkly near her ear, showing no concern. How can I let you go when I haven't done anything with you? She shut her eyes in disgust. Please, I'm not that type. Leave me. But I'm the type, he said huskily, sending chills down her spine, which made her even more disgusted. I don't want this job, please leave me. She tried to push him away, but his grip kept her hands pinning her to back, and her face brushed against the wall. He spun her around to face him, towering over her small figure with his dark flame. His chest heated with desire. You don't have a choice but to stay. Remember, you have already signed the contract. Her face turned pale. Everything had gone wrong, just as she suspected. You thought I couldn't catch you, right? But am I the type to leave things alone? I'm a mafia boss with connections everywhere. When I want something, no one can stop me from getting it. She lowered her head, feeling foolish for underestimating his beauty. He smirked evilly. Good girl, now obey your master. He licked his lips with lust as he felt her beginning to open. Placing his hands on both sides of her waist, he gripped her steadily. She had closed her eyes but suddenly remembered something and opened them in shock to find him laying before face. She immediately pushed him back angrily. No matter what, I'm not doing this job, no. He didn't get angry but smiled at how she was still trying to be strong and defend herself. Please, no. He chuckled at her sudden reaction again, as if seeing a new side of her. His dark eyes narrowed, and his voice became cold and dangerous, but he purposely chose not to hold her back. If he wanted to, it wouldn't matter to him to slam her onto the bed and continue with what he wanted. He observed her actions, which only made him more fired up. She seemed new and captivating compared to the many girls he had seen before, making her both new and attractive at the same time. What do you mean by no? I just can't do this. Please leave me alone. She left the room. Shit. I know how to make you obey me. She was leaving when a phone called her. Raising her eagerly, she stopped and stared at the phone screen for a few seconds. But reluctantly, fearfully, she picked up the call. How dare you? I'm the first girl not to be the master. She yelled on the phone, and Warren was shocked, wondering who had told her mom about this. Even though her mom wasn't near her single comment was enough to make Warren sure. Mom, he's a mafia boss. He's not good. He wants me to. Stop with the excuses. Do you think you can deny your responsibilities after signing the contract? They will kill me and your dad if you don't work there. That's the first rule, according to the contract. You can't refuse what he wants. You must obey everything. Now go back to your job, do like a good man, or you will forget your dad's safety. If they come here, then I'll make sure to kill your dad myself. Mom, please don't. It will depend on your performance at work. Now go back to him. She entered the car. Vine looked over her shoulder at Jungkook's bedroom with blurry eyes.